The tallest building in the state of Indiana, the Chase Tower, rising high above our location today at Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the big man, Domantas Sabonis, is following in his father's Hall of Fame footsteps. We all remember what Arvydas Sabonis looked like when he was healthy, both in Russia and when he came over to the NBA. Domas watched his dad play with the Blazers and dreamed of becoming an NBA player in his own right. Well, he's arrived. Last season, Domantas became a first-time All-Star, and he's certainly doing his dad proud. Kevin?
He sure is. Thanks, David. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. We'll take a look at the Cavaliers. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And checking out Indiana, they're at the bottom of the conference.
And right now for the Cavaliers, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the point guard. And for the Pacers, Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Warren in at the three. Now, here's Garland. The pass to Sexton. Count it from 12. Sexton's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Cavs. Greg, in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so because of that, though, especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly, and we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Osman, the pass to Drummond. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Up top, Brogdon. No one near him. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open. You know, Malcolm Brogdon is so good in so many ways. He's got an old-school game and approach. Nothing flashy, but everything effective and done well. Always aware of the situation he's in, knows when to pass, when to shoot it, runs the pick and roll exquisitely, and is an excellent teammate. Boy, what an asset he is to the Pacers.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now, here's Oladipo. 20 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Brogdon looking it over. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Warren. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Warren's showing you right there that he's more than willing to get his hands dirty and get to the offensive glass.
Love outside. Shoots over Turner. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
And without a doubt, Brogdon saw more usage with the Pacers, and, man, he stepped up to the challenge.
And, you know, Greg, his shooting percentage did dip with the added usage, but he was still efficient for his position, and I thought he blossomed as a playmaker, too. I mean, he created well for others and really was a catalyst for the Pacers' success.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And that one, good.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Now, here's Brogdon. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
And looking back at the trade for Warren, I thought it was a surprise to see him get dealt for so little. He's always been a terrific player.
And you know what, Greg? I'm with you there because I was surprised as well. I'm not sure why the Suns made the decision to trade Warren, but I tell you what, as a former Pacer and a follower of the team, I'm happy that the Pacers have him because this guy's an efficient double-digit scorer. He plays unselfish basketball, and he actually made nice strides defensively last season. So the future is bright. I love his attitude and everything about his skill set. I think this guy, T.J. Warren, is underrated. I mean, he's a terrific scorer and is not afraid to be the go-to guy.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for the Pacers. Lamb comes in for Victor Oladipo. He's perfect from the line this time. And so Sexton will bring it up for Cleveland. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
Here's Brogdon following the basket by Colin Sexton. Porter against Warren.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Domantas Sabonis. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Take a break.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
He's off on the first. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Pass to Sexton. Clock at 4. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Sexton's got 8 points.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Here's McConnell. Nice D from Sexton. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Nets in Brooklyn. Over McConnell. The shot by Sexton, no good. Pacers trail by 3. McConnell with it, picked up by Thompson. 1:21 left in the first quarter of the game. Bitadze with the bucket.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Sexton. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
McConnell scanning the floor. Warren against Porter. And it's Warren with the jam.
Boy, he gets up so easily, throwing it down. T.J. Warren making it happen.
There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Warren on the wing. A 3. That one doesn't go. And Cleveland the other way now. Outside Porter. Now here's Sexton. He's covered by McConnell. Clock at 6. Sexton for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And, guys, has been the driving force for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're like me and curious about Victor Oladipo's overall philosophy, listen to this.
I think the biggest thing is just the relentlessness. No matter what's going on, no matter how hard you want to do well, or if you mess up, just keep going. Just keep playing hard, just give it your all. And, you can live with the results after that because you know you gave it 110%.
And you know, Greg, I haven't ever heard anyone question his effort.
He came into the league as a raw athlete. Now he's a skilled assassin.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Nance and Thompson are up front. Garland is out there with Porter. And it's Windler in at the small forward. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And how about Aaron Holiday seeing that expanded role last season, moved into that backup point guard spot for the Pacers, and I thought he was solid.
I ditto that, Greg. I mean, he's a guy that's a natural playmaker. He's got a nice stroke as well, plays with confidence, and is really aggressive with the ball in his hands, which is what I like. And, you know, he's the third of 3 brothers that are playing in the NBA. He's a teammate with Justin, and I tell you what, when you're the youngest sibling, you got to bring that aggressiveness to the table every day.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Some changes here for the Pacers. Sabonis, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. Victor Oladipo comes in for Aaron Holiday. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Now, here's Garland. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Love kicks to Garland. Passes to Porter. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Brogdon. Pacers leading by 3. Right side Holiday. Pass to Brogdon. Now Oladipo. From the wing. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And the shot goes down. Osman's got his first basket of the night.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Brogdon the pass to Turner. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
You know, with Miles Turner, a lot of his value, I think, comes on the defensive end. One of the best shot blockers in the league the last couple of years, and has really really good mobility. He's got a nice shooting stroke, but defensively is where he makes his greatest impact in my mind.
Shooting two.
And the first one drops.
And Clark, at the moment, you could argue that it's the defense that's the best asset for Turner at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you, Greg. I think clearly that's his strong suit right now. He's got a terrific shot in terms of mechanics and range. I think you'd like to see him be a little more consistent with his selection and then develop a more reliable low-post go-to move.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Here's Oladipo after the made shot from Andre Drummond. Oladipo, the pass to Brogdon. Back to Oladipo. Just 5 on the clock. Count it, good. Oladipo's got the lead, back up to 3 now for the Pacers.
Excellent concentration from Oladipo. Even when you get physical with him, he figures out a way to convert.
Love outside. Drills the baseline jumper. Love's got his second bucket tonight.
Great use of that mid-range area by Love. With that simple jumper, he can really shoot a high percentage.
Oladipo, the pass to Turner. Now, here's Brogdon. Oladipo outside. Yep, that one goes.
Oladipo getting it going right now. I love seeing it. Devastating from this area on the court.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Greg, you look at the career of Victor Oladipo, drafted 2nd overall out of Indiana, but didn't break out in his NBA career until coming to the Pacers. A bit of a late bloomer.
And Kevin, Oladipo's a prime example of some players just needing time. It also shows you how much the right situation helps a player. Oladipo always had the talent. He just found a place to foster it.
Indiana making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Turner. Warren comes in for Justin Holiday, and it's Lamb in there for Victor Oladipo. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Sexton, he's checked in for Kevin Porter.
Such a menace close to the rim. You got to respect Sexton's fearlessness when he's amongst the bigs.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Free throw good, Sexton.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
And Sexton drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Indiana leading. Brogdon the pass to Bitadze. Outside Warren. And there's the pass to Bitadze. Back to Warren. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Lamb against Sexton. Pass to Drummond. Now, here's Garland. He's guarded by Brogdon. Garland, no good. And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Oh, what a dunk!
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Garland with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And another miss by Cleveland.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Now, here's Brogdon. Defense is right there, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Indiana making some changes. McDermott's checked in for Sabonis, and Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. .34 seconds left here in the second. Here's Lamb. No good that time. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Osman. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Osman's got 5 points in the quarter. For Indiana, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Now Warren. He's got 9. Second left. Good on the shot. Warren's got 11.
Tell you what, when you're dealing with T.J. Warren, it's going to take more than a shot contest to slow this guy down.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pacers lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Tristan, what's the plan for the second half tonight?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
Okay, we'll see if you can get that done. Thanks, Tristan. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of one. Looking at the second quarter scoring, they had a slight edge. They really worked hard late in the half. Kenny, your thoughts about the Pacers and how they're playing?
Well, they've given a good show to their fans so far, executing well on their home court. It's far from a done deal, though. This is a game they do not, I repeat, they do not want to let get away from it.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been quite a game for Colin Sexton.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Brogdon in at point. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now, here's Oladipo. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And Cleveland gets called for the foul.
And I tell you, Oladipo really putting defenders in a tough spot. I mean, using his length outstandingly to draw these fouls.
That's good from Oladipo.
And just an emotional return from injury for Oladipo last season. He missed over a year due to that knee, and just great to see the young man back on the floor.
Well, it sure is, Greg. I mean, it didn't take long for Oladipo to show he's still an outstanding player. I mean, he means so much to this team when he's healthy. His energy is infectious, and he's a big-time playmaker and shot maker. It's really hard to miss a full year. But I tell you what, Oladipo did not look rusty for long.
Now, here's Garland. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Warren. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And so it's Indiana with it. 4-point game. Oladipo taking his time here. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound, Love.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now, here's Garland. A 3-ball. Love can't hit.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
The shot by Turner, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And here is Garland. And it's Love, top of the key. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll head home to take on the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. Pacers leading by 4. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Warren with the ball. He's picked up by Drummond, and he overshot that one, missing.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
And Sexton slams it in.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
Now, here's Brogdon. Here's Turner, and it's sent back by Drummond. Now, here's Garland. He's covered by Warren. Garland kicks to Sexton. Craig, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in
and
both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard gives him an advantage in matchups, lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Indiana. T.J. McConnell comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And Greg, with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him up top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets.
And I like the timing that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
Now, here's McConnell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. Second, the Pacers.
Now, they've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
That free throw good from Turner.
At 6'11" and 243 pounds, Turner is physically imposing. He's a big man, though, with a delicate shooting touch from outside.
McDermott's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And he can't hit the second. The Cavaliers trail by 3. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Porter, no luck. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Feeds it to Turner. And Thompson sends it back. Sexton on the wing. Guarded by Oladipo. On the wing, Porter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pacers leading by 3. Up top, Oladipo. Kicks it to McDermott. Turner against Thompson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, the hard work inside from Turner paying dividends. A real handful for the defense down low.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pacers.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Don't overlook the success they've had at the free throw line tonight either.
And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the Pacers. Goga Bitadze's checked in for McDermott. Lamb comes in for Oladipo. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And he makes both free throws. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Lamb passes to Bitadze. That one, no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. The open look here for Sexton. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Sexton's got 16 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
1:14 left to play in the third. Here's Holiday. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Nance has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Windler. They get it back.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Thompson. Good season for him last year. He was around 12 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going,
Take a break.
I think his role is only going to increase.
2 shots.
first one falls for him. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Indiana. Both shots good from the stripe. Indiana leading. Holiday the pass to Turner. He kicks it to Warren. The shot comes out. Nance with some nice D. Holiday against Sexton.
And because of the combination of strength and blazing speed, Sexton can get to the line at a high rate.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. Brogdon, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. The Pacers shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Outside Warren. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Warren's got 13 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Sexton against Holiday. Passes it to Thompson. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. The Cavaliers again can't hit. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pacers out in front, up by 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Porter is out there with Garland, and it's Thompson in at center. Sabonis with the block.
Outstanding defensive instincts by Sabonis. Really good timing when to rise up to reject shots.
In right side. Basket good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now, here's Garland. Pass to Thompson. Love up top. Just 4 to shoot. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
The Pacers making a change here. Turner's checked in, and Cleveland with a change here too. Drummond's checked in. Now, here's Brogdon. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Warren finds Turner. Good, nice job down low. Turner's got the lead up to 5 now for Indiana.
That's weight room action right there. Excellent strength from Turner. You try to get physical with him, and he can overpower you.
And the pass to Porter. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now, here's Brogdon. Pass to Sabonis. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And the shot by Warren, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Drummond. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. There's Sabonis. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Sabonis is simply relentless on the boards. Doing a nice job getting that second chance basket.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Checked in for the Pacers. And Cleveland also making a change. Sexton's checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Pacers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Brogdon following the score by Cleveland. Passes it to Oladipo. He's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oladipo determined that time to get to the basket and forced the defense to foul him by driving right in there.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good.
Well, you know, from role player to star, Oladipo's transformation has been remarkable. I mean, he's a guy who is really hungry to be an all-time great.
Oladipo hits them both. Garland with it. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Love. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Warren. Warren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's Oladipo on the assist by Warren. Warren's got 3 assists in the game. To the left side wing. Here's Love, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
Now, here's Oladipo. Outside Warren. Back to Turner. Shot clock at 5. Brogdon outside. It's over Garland. The shot by Brogdon, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Outside, Sexton. Kicks to Garland. Left side, Love. The pass to Garland. Shoots. Love trying to break loose. No good off the back of the rim. Pacers leading by 5. Here's Oladipo. The shot from the low post is good.
Boy, the floater is one of the most beautiful shots in the game, and when used correctly, Victor Oladipo showing you he's got that shot down pat.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 7. 1:11 left to play in the final quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Darius Garland.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And how about Drummond's ability to stay calm under pressure? That will always make your coaches happy.
The kick out to Warren. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Warren's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pacers. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Love. That one's not going to go. Nice D from Sabonis. It's Oladipo on the wing. Defended by Sexton. Pass to Warren. Brogdon outside. And the layup falls. And now a 10-point Indiana lead.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Victor. You've been really playing well on offense of late. What's going right for you at that end of the floor?
Patience, man, experience, belief, faith, all the above, man. Just coming out here working on my game. I'm just going to continue to keep growing, continue to keep staying close to my teammates, continue to keep working hard, and continue to keep getting better.
That is a crowded locker room with all those things in there. Thanks, Victor. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.